Well, hello, everybody. It's another episode of Pink Lady Against Scammers. I'm so excited about today's show. But before we start, allow me to bring in my dear friend, my co host, Yvette, IB Princess 56. Hello, Miss Yvette.
Hello, hello everybody, and thank you for bringing me back. I was looking forward for this one, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. We got a cool episode today. Now, if you all listened to my podcast last fall, I had a totally awesome, phenomenal lady on. Her name is Beth Hyland. She's back and she's got a book out. Whoop, whoop. We're going to bring Beth in right now. And then, Beth, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you. It's great to be back.
Yay.
I'm
So,
so
last time
excited.
we left off, which was last fall, you came on
Mhm.
here, told us your very awesome story. And what's happened since then? Because I know a lot's happened.
Yes, I've been continually advocating and just it's taken on a life of its own, and it's been so incredibly healing for me. And been on different podcasts. I've done news stories. As you know, I went to Washington, D.C. Kathy Waters had scheduled me an interview for a reporter on Capitol Hill, and we were going to do that via Zoom. And I just thought it would be so cool to be there. And I asked them, I'm like, can people show up at the hearing? Are we allowed like to be there? And they said, yeah. And I don't know. I'm like, I have to make this happen somehow. And it was only like a few days away and it was just too much to fly. So I decided, I'm gonna drive. It's like I have my best friend's in Baltimore, so she's only 45 minutes away. So I got to see her too. And so I did it. I just said, I want to make this happen. And I made the drive and it was one of the best days of my life. So it was just awesome. Like
Awesome.
her team was awesome, sitting in there, just wow, it was so powerful. It moved me to tears. And then she acknowledged me. That shocked me when she did that. She acknowledged me driving there and being there to support other victims. And so I got to talk with her in her office. And
And this is who is she?
oh, sorry, Senator Blackburn.
I
Yes,
knew that,
yes,
but
yes,
other people might not know. She's
yes,
the
yeah,
senator from Tennessee,
yes.
Kentucky. Yeah, Tennessee. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, Tennessee, and her team was totally awesome. And then I had the interview with the reporter in the it was in the courtyard on Capitol Hill, and it was just amazing to be there in person. It was just an incredible experience, and it felt powerful, to do this for because so many victims are just they suffer in silence, and I said, I'm not going to be that victim. And, I'll speak out for those who suffer in silence. I would never expect anyone to come forward if they're not comfortable, but I'll do it. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
And for
These
those
guys,
people that don't know what was the big thing in the Capitol, what exactly was that interview or law or
oh,
anything that happened that day there? Because a lot of people don't know the
oh
reason
yeah,
why.
why I was even there. That makes sense. It was the Romance Scam Prevention Act, which would, if passed, it would require dating platforms to inform victims if someone they communicated with was banned from the site, or if they're a scammer, fake profile, and so it would require them to reach out and let them know. And so she's a big advocate for it. And so, and my scam happened on a dating platform. So, I mean, that would have been awesome if they reached out and said, by the way, this guy has been on here and scammed others with this profile. So I think it's incredible that she's doing that. I mean, there's so much more to do, but it's a start. It's just getting the
This is
word
a
out
big
there.
step. It's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah,
step.
big
And
step.
I have to say this right now, and I talk about this on my lives all the time. I tell people, okay, you've been scammed, and my heart goes out to you and I totally get it. But this
Mhm.
is an opportunity for you. Take what you've learned and help others. And
Yes.
that's what you're doing. And I'm just like so thrilled. I'm excited for you. adore and love you, because
Thank
that's what
you.
you're
I
doing.
love
You're
you
going
too.
out there and, "Hey, this is what happened to me. Don't let it happen to you." I'm your
Yes.
biggest fan.
Thank you. Yes, and I don't care. Like, I'm not going to go looking for those horrible comments that people make about, like, I could never be scammed. I see that all the time. Like, oh, but you
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
I mean, I would never wish a romance scam on anyone, but sometimes just a little scam, to like those people, just to humble them. But
Yes.
But you
so
know what? I always telling the people that make comment, oh, that never happened to me. How foolish you are that you let this happen. And I tell the person always, you're saying that now because it never happened to you. But the
Mhm.
moment that happened to you, you're gonna look back and say, oh darn it.
Shoot, why did
I
I say
thought
that?
that never happened to me, and look at where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
You never judge the person for what happened to them. It can happen to anybody, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Absolutely.
And people feel like, oh, I'm wiser than that. You can be the wisest person
Yeah.
in the whole entire world. It
Yep.
can happen.
I just made a comment on it was the other day, but then she came back and said, I assure you, I could never be scammed. It's all over. Like, all you got to do is not connect with somebody you don't know. I'm like, but it's not even just a romance scam. It can be any scam. They are so sophisticated and they're getting more and more sophisticated. So you just don't know. Yeah, you just don't know. So I have to
Yeah.
sometimes hold back. It's hard. I love hearing
It's okay.
you
Let it
mess
go.
with these scams.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go. They don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love hearing you mess
Yeah.
with scam. I was just messing with one on Facebook Messenger. Sometimes if they request me as a friend, I will accept it and I'll go along. And this one guy's in Syria and he's like, I got no friends over here. It's a war zone. I'm a military doctor. And he's like, they're mean. And I'm like, oh my God, they're meanies. Like they're mean. Like
Oh
what
my god.
military doctor would
Oh,
say, oh my poor baby. They're mean. They're mean to you.
Well, you know what's funny? We talked about this a couple nights on my live. I said, if I have a bad day at work, it's like I can come home and then take it out on them.
I know.
I told everybody it's very healthy. I get to vent my frustration if um,
Yeah. What was the guy the other day? He said, he goes, I love you. And I'm like, was that the first time you talked to him? I can't remember the
most of the
context of
time
it.
it
Oh,
is.
he's like,
Most of the time it is.
go, I just
five
confessed
seconds.
right
They
away. And then he
love
said, go
her.
get me an Apple card. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, you're like, I think you ended it with at least give me some foreplay.
I go, can I have some sweet talk? Can I have a little, love bombing?
Just
Yeah.
give me the
I love
sweet
you.
the pet name thing, and then you can ask. No, they're like I really love you. 5 seconds. Count by the clock. I
Yeah.
mean, 5 seconds. I love you. Can you send me an Apple card?
I know. I'm like, I love
What?
you. Go get me some money. And I'm like, wow, that's moving quick, dude. You must be a newbie. You need to go back to school. Learn how to do it. No, I wouldn't want to do that. Go back and learn how to do it right. Jesus.
We always
No,
tell
I
them,
tell
go
it.
back to scammer school, okay?
Yeah, yeah. We tell it. Go back to
Failed.
stomach school or just go to the book and read the beginning. Take the time.
I
Yep. There you
I
go.
read that. I read
Yep.
that. Yes, I read that early, like last year I found
I
it.
found it last year online. It took me a while.
Hmm.
And it's a PDF. It's only 41 pages. And I actually have a page here marked because when I sing terribly to them, I sing from their sweet talk list. I'm a maniac. My favorite is when they're like, "You're crazy, you're crazy." And
Oh,
I
I
go,
know.
I know, I have a certificate. I gotta create a fake certificate officially naming me crazy, but I'm like, "I know."
You know, it's amazing how the new technology with the AI, they make these videos and people totally fall in their face. Oh, this is real. He said my name. He said my name. He loved me. And I'm
I
like,
know.
really? I mean, and don't get me wrong, my heart goes to them,
Yeah.
Oh,
because most victims are older. Now they're trying to pick the youngest two, you
mm,
know. So no discrimination whatsoever in the
Yeah.
age, but they love to attack and go with the elderly people because are more gullible. They don't know technology. They believe anything that they see on the computer, and when they told me, no, 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 he sent me a video, he mentioned my name, I said, that is AI.
Yep.
Whenever I
Yeah.
get those AI videos,
Yep.
I post them everywhere. But my
Mhm.
favorite one is now everybody knows about my obsession with Chris Evans. Okay. So
Yeah.
Fake Chris Evans sent this AI video. And, it's what it is they take a video that they've done, like an interview, and reword it and stuff. And the thing is, when he sent this one, it's like, I remember seeing that interview before because he's like looking around and doing this and I'm like, he's not talking. I mean, I knew it wasn't him. It was using his voice. But it's like, I
Uh,
recognize that video. I've seen the real one.
Yeah,
But
technology is good. Yeah, AI
AI is
technology
yeah.
is,
just scary. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
getting even more sophisticated than my scam. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Did
Mhm.
nobody watch Terminator in the 80s? I mean, my
Uh,
God.
that's what it's coming to.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
this guy that I was that I just told you about on Facebook that I was messaging. And my birthday was last week, so I'm like, I'm great. It's my birthday. I just released a book, and I sent a picture of the cover, and he hearted it. He's like, "That's great." And I'm like, "Did you even read the cover of it?" It's- it's-
No,
they
they
don't
never
care. They
read.
don't care. They don't read them,
They
do
don't
they?
care.
They just like they see,
No,
oh, yeah, you wrote a book. Oh, there's a cover, And then I think I finally I tried to cut him off. I'm like, "Do you know my book is about romance fraud, don't you?" And I just ripped him to pieces. He goes, "How could you? I'm none of those things you're saying. How could you think that? Now I know what you think of me." I'm like, "Oh my God." Just go away, but he just kept coming back with, "No, I'm not
you
like
know
that.
what?
That's not me."
I always tell them when they send me DM, Facebook, Instagram, talk, any platform, they start, oh my God, I just need to stop and tell you how beautiful you are. And I'm like, oh, Mumu, thank you. What?
Oh my God.
What? What Mumu mean? I said, you know exactly what Mumu means, you know?
Moo.
And Mumu, Mumu.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
a
not. I thought it
word
was an
to
interpreter.
identify. But that is a Nigeria word for identify them as a scammer.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Moo
Yeah,
moo.
there's
Okay.
Moo
I've heard
Moo,
of oh,
there's Boo Goo, and there's Bros Hafa. I swear Bros Hafa is Klingon because I say it. No, not Bros Hafa, Chapkar. These are
Chapter.
words that I
okay.
found, and
Yeah.
to me, I'm a Star Trek fan, and whenever I say Chapkar, I go, that's got to be Klingon.
Isn't
But yeah,
LA one of them?
I forgot what they all meant,
LA,
but
A-Y.
yeah, Alay. Yeah, that's another one of their favorite
Yes,
words.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
another one. Their
Yeah,
code
I
for
wanted to
I'm a
just mention in
scammer.
case anybody doesn't see the video, the little 41-page document that we're talking about, it's called How to Make a White Woman Fall in Love with You from Online Chat. And it's basically their playbook on how these scammers,
Hmm.
what the sweet talk and all the stuff. And you
Hmm.
can get it on my blog, a copy of it. It's free. It's a PDF file. It's 41 pages. I'll talk about all that before we sign off. But yeah, that's the little book we're talking about. And I have a
Yeah.
copy of it. And let me tell you, I probably need to print a new one. I've got so many things in it.
Their
So
one-liners
I
crack me up.
soon,
Crazy.
I telling them Mumu, they block me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
it's like oh, she knows exactly who I am. Oh, I let it talk and say, they just take my profile. Oh yeah, your face is up. No, go check my profile and see everything that is about. 2 seconds later, poof, account no file. It's locked.
Mhm. Okay. Yep. I had Sylvester.
My favorite. Oh, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
had Sylvester Stallone because I like to post on his fan page, and he reached out. I'm like, oh, and he's one of my favorite actors, and
I like him
I
too.
have to go with this one. So he's like, hello, and I said, I am such a big fan of yours. I love all your movies, especially Rocky. I'm like, what's your favorite? He goes, oh, well. He goes, do you know why I reached out to you? I'm like, I don't know. You have so many fans. I was so shocked. And he's like, well, I have a surprise for you. And I'm like, is it you? And he's like, no, you've won a prize. Are you ready to see it? I'm like, I can't wait. And it was like a new car and $50,000. And can I swear on here?
Yes.
Can I
Yes,
swear?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's like, kindly send me your number and your address. And I said, kindly go fuck yourself, you fucking scammer. It's like, oh my
I
God.
love it. I
I know,
love it.
kindly.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Well,
pissed me off.
we do my lives on Clapper now because TikTok has gotten really crazy and the glitching and stuff as well. But on Clapper, you can
Mhm.
say anything. Where when I say suck my
Okay.
dick to a scammer, I can't do that on TikTok. I get in TikTok live jail, but I can say that as much as I want on Clapper
Oh,
on my lives. And I don't have everybody knows I'm a woman. I don't have one, but I like saying that because they just like go nuts. But the thing about the playbook is I have a picture of the cover of it, and then I'll send it to them. And some of them play like they don't know what the book is, and a couple be like, "Where'd you get that?" And I'm like, "Wouldn't you like to know?
oh,
I know all your secrets." A few you'll hear that from, and others will be like, "I don't know what that book is." And I'm like, "Oh, well, let's open up and I'll start at page 1 and I'll read it to you." And then they hang up.
I'll read it to you.
I
Here's a
mean,
bedtime story.
most of the people, these are new generation of scammers. They don't have no practice, no whatsoever knowledge of how to scam somebody. They want the Apple card immediately, move on. The professional one, it
Yeah.
takes a long time
Oh, yeah.
to build you up, to start talking sweet. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see you. For 3 months, they totally ordered you up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that is when it starts. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm stuck in Iraq or Syria or whatever. I need to pay to go over there. Or many, I can tell you story of these fake militaries that they put out there
Mm-hmm.
to claim your truck. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, people are so fallible in that matter because have a video chat, or they cannot have video chat because that is not permitted in the military base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on now,
Sometimes audio
you know?
chats they can't even have. But yeah.
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 And I say that's not true because I have a military friend. They are based in Okinawa, Japan, or any base, and we do video chat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for free. You don't have to pay for it. They have a computer room. You can go there and use the free Wi-Fi or the computer to
Yeah.
communicate with your loved one. And they are like, no, they're in a secret mission, whatever they call it. And I'm like, God, please stop.
I know.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
know,
haven't seen our previous episode with Gypsy, he's in the Army Air National Guard, right? Yeah, and
mhm,
he tells you everything because 'cause he's been deployed several times, so if you wanna know all the ins
Okay.
and outs so that when these guys come and say anything to you, watch that episode. He's a phenomenal person, phenomenal speaker,
Okay.
and tells you like it is. So, if anybody out there, check out that episode.
he's
And it's
a
the same
sweetheart.
with
He's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
yeah, that out for sure. Same with oil rig workers. They're not on rigs for weeks and months at a time. I think it's like 3 weeks at a time, and then they have to like give them a break. And so it's the same type
Right.
of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
let's
that's a lot of things that instead say Google is for free. And I telling everybody the same thing.
Yeah.
Google is for free. Go
Yeah.
research first before you go deep in a relationship that is not going to go nowhere, because these people don't reach you for, oh, I'm the lucky one. No, they're studying your profile. They see your video.
Yeah.
Anything that you put in your profile, they study that. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're ready to attack, but they're going to take the time to build you up, the confidence. They
Yeah.
build to take
The grooming.
the
The
grooming,
grooming.
the trust him and everything. And unfortunately, people lack of attention or love. So when somebody they don't know or he don't know, because men too can tell, when they
Mm.
see that that person's putting all the attention to them, it's something that, oh God, I missed that. And that is when the scam starts, because I have a wrap in my finger, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they
take
know.
it back.
Yep.
They know.
Yep. Whoever scammed me was, wow, he was good. Like he didn't like it was quick, but he didn't suffocate me in the beginning. And I was like, I wasn't lonely. I wasn't even sure on a date. I was set in my ways, but I'm like, all right, I was lonely for friendship, because I just moved to this new place. But um he just was, it was just his kindness. And that's what sucked
Mhm.
me in. It wasn't like, oh my God, I want to marry you like in the first week. It was just his gentleness that it just he was good. Like I feel like the crime ring that he was a part of was very rich. I feel like they had a lot of money because they had been doing this a long time. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Well,
So
let's
a
So, but
question,
I'm
Beth.
here stronger than ever.
Tell me about your book. What it
that's
is
that's
all
that's what
about
we're
your
getting
book.
to. The book, it's called Diary of a Romance Scam When Swiping Right Goes Wrong. It's available on Amazon. It's 15.99. I do have one question because I've already started promoting it on my lives and I did videos.
Yeah.
Um, is it going to be available on Kindle? A couple people asked last night.
Yes, I know people have asked me. That
Okay.
part is in review still. I'm supposed to get that
Okay.
file back today. Like I'm just checking all the links. It'll be 7.99 on Kindle. I'm like, if we can get the printed book out first, I wanted to release it on my birthday.
Oh,
So
sweet. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
thank you. Yeah, last Friday. So yeah, I'm trying to let people know that it should be out. I'm hoping, like, if he sends that file back today and everything's good, it should be good to go. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Because that's
Oh,
what
yeah, you
everybody
can.
was asking last night.
That's okay. That's a good. Yeah, and you can put that, you or when you promote it, you can just say the Kindle version will be out soon. So,
Cool.
yes, because I
Okay.
reading too. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, tell us, how did the book start? Thank you for the little plug in the back for my podcast. If you go to
Yes.
the last
And
page,
your book.
page
Your book is in there.
339.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, books. I didn't even see that. There
Yeah.
it is. I'm there too. But it's on page 339. If anybody out there, when you get the book, go there first and then start from the beginning. But yeah, I actually, there's some of these podcasts I want to check out myself. So,
Yeah.
and
I've
then
been on a
again,
couple of them.
yeah, and then again, as everybody knows, Yvette and I absolutely love Kathy from Advocating for
Oh,
You.
I
Actually,
love
we're
her.
planning to have Kathy on again. We just couldn't get a
Cool.
date, so I texted her again or messaged her through LinkedIn and said, "Okay, I got my calendar set up for like when Yvette is available, which is Friday afternoons and then anytime Saturday." So, so I can start
Perfect.
sending that out. So, anyway, book. Let's talk about
Cool.
the book.
Kathy Kathy wrote the foreword for
I did
so
see
which
that.
was such an honor. Yes, that was such an honor. Because I was like, shoot, I should if I could get someone to write a forward, you know what? And I should if I can get blurbs for the back of you know what? I was just like those were those last minute like that would really be great. Um so the books are like when everything ended, I thought it'd be cool to write a book, but I'm like, it just seems like what would I say? What? And one day it hit me. I'm like, wow, I should publish all the text messages we had. That would be unique.
I saw
And
that and I
so,
loved it.
hmm, so I'm like, that would be the bulk of the book. Um, and then, so I didn't have plans of when I would start it, but one day it was like 3 months after, I'm on the floor, I'm crying, I'm grieving, I'm just having a day. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I sat up, I sat down, I opened my laptop, I start typing. I kind of knew what other chapters I wanted to have, so I started typing, and then it started to be like I had all the chats, so I just started like that was quite a project, copying and pasting them, and that was not easy back, early on, because it would like I could compartmentalize enough to do it then, but then the next day it would just make it seem so fresh again. But I was okay. It was like I did it in pieces and chunks, and I knew like what the greater I was doing it for the greater good, and
Yeah.
so I got all those in there, and then I started. I added there's a lot of like a lot of messages have little descriptions after them, or we had a phone call in between, so I would describe what we talked about in the phone call to make the text message make more sense. I added a little bit of humor. Um there was a part
You got to.
there was a
You
part
got to.
I sent him a picture of the dog I used to have that I loved. She was the love of my life. And he sends me a picture of a dog saying it was his dog Montana that he lost in the divorce. And then I'm like, well, geez, he even stole a dog's profile, just stuff like that. Just little like, and it's not like frequent. It's just enough, I think, to like break the intensity of it a little bit. Um, and then I definitely wanted a chapter on what it's like to grieve the fallout because it's very different. It's very intense. Um, and then what just like definitely like in the beginning it's like what you need to know, the facts about romance fraud and statistics and the signs, and I talk about pig butchering and Yahoo, which are the two, I think those are two of the biggest
Yeah.
types of scams. And
Hmm.
yeah, and then resources in the back. So um yeah, it felt like it was well rounded and I was able to cover everything. It's not just my diary, it's just informational. I talk a lot about the psychological manipulation because I think that's the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
I think that I'm
Yes.
hoping that'll help people understand why it's not your fault. Your brain chemicals were manipulated, and that puts you in an altered state of reality. And we don't
Yeah.
make good decisions in those altered states of reality. So yeah.
I want to
So
read
and
an
it
excerpt of them. I just
I
opened it
love
up and I want
okay.
people to hear what Richard on November 29th, 2023 wrote to Beth. And it's just three little paragraphs. Good morning, my love. I hope you're having a beautiful sleep. I am about to get my day started. I am yet to access my account, but hopefully today will be a much better day. I have been a bit stressed about my account, but your love gives me so much strength and compassion. I will be meeting with another translator today and will decide who to work with. I love and adore you so much, honey. Enjoy your night, my darling. I will give you more update of my day later. I Ismail and the show. I know how they write, believe me.
Ismail. Yeah, that's his
And the
chauffeur.
chauffeur are here
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Yes.
headaches when I have to read some of this stuff out loud on my lives. I have like a leave sitting right by my desk. That is an excerpt of what Richard said to Beth on November 29th. You
You know,
gotta get the book.
if I recall, that was right when he went over to Qatar. And that was when I started noticing, were any of the I's capitalized in that message?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that was not the one that was the main guy texting me, because the one that was texting me he was pretty good about like his capitalization overall. But when I looked back, I'm like, that was a different scammer. That's when he started using different scammers. I could see it. I didn't see it. Like I noticed it then, but I thought, well, he's probably stressed out and he's just typing really fast. That's what I told myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was a different scammer.
It was one individual texting you. It was more than one
Well,
person.
that's very common. Yeah, that
Yeah,
they have different people on their team. That's how they can scam so many people at
right.
once.
I call him the chef scammer. In the morning, it's one person, middle of the day, because
Yeah.
they need to sleep and they need to continue talking to you the whole entire day. In middle of the night, they talk to you, so they have shift. And I call him
Mm,
the chef
right.
scammer, you know. And
Yes.
but every time I read their message, I'm like, my eyes start doing this, you know, twitching,
Hmm.
and I'm like, wait, what? And I have to read it again, and I'm like, oh my God, how can, I mean, I speak sign language. I'm Latina, original
Hmm.
from Puerto Rico, and I have a very thick accent. But I know how to write,
Yeah.
I know there is IAM, two words.
Hmm.
But no, they don't use the I. They use only the AM. Um,
And Patsy,
you
and
know,
Beth,
Yeah.
and Beth. Yeah, it drives me
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. 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 Some
and
of them are really bad.
grammar is very important when I trying to write to other people so they understand
Oh,
exactly what I'm trying to say, you know,
yes.
and people don't care.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they don't care. I don't know how the I's don't get capitalized because autocorrect should do it. That's what I don't understand. Especially the first, if your first letter is I,
Yeah.
I am just getting my day started. Like, why is
But
that
they
not
cut and
capitalized?
paste. So when they cut and
True.
paste, they don't care. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So that's when that
But
started with the different scammers coming in and that, yeah. And he never called the terms of endearment switch. Like he never called me darling, the main one. I don't know if it was him all along up until he went over until they started going in for the kill, as I call it. They were going in for the
Yeah.
money. Then they started
mhm.
utilizing different scammers. Yeah.
Well, he did call you Bethylicious.
Oh God.
Oh my
I figured
God.
I could say it, it's in the book,
But
and then
you
you said,
can. I,
"Richie Poo." I love it. No, I love it. Bethelicious. I absolutely love that.
my
I just
nickname,
opened the book and there it is.
there it is. My
I
nickname
can't
was
wait to read the
Bethy.
rest of it.
I told him my nickname was Bethy growing up, so he started calling me Bethylicious, and it was just like,
No, I
oh
love it. I
God.
love
I
it.
told, yeah, yeah,
I cannot wait to
yeah.
have
No,
the
I
book
know.
in
The
my hand.
nickname,
I cannot wait because I want to read it. I mean, I have Patsy book, and I have another one from somebody that was in Australia. I collect them and read them, you know,
mhm,
because it's for me, it's not just a book. It's an instruction so I
mhm,
can show the victim. This is what is going to happen if you don't open your eyes and stop using your heart. Because the
yeah,
heart is going to bring you to a next level of trouble, you know?
yeah. It's hard. Yeah, like even now,
This,
you know what I, I did the other night. I'm like, okay, like the scammers never reached out to me again, and I um I sent an email to the email address he used, and I told him, I said, well, how do you like that, my love? Our love story's out for the world to see. And I said, I told you, you fucked with the wrong person. I said, I know where you are, I know who you are, which I don't. But um, I I said, your queen is not going away. And for the first time, so like I hadn't like I think I did another message like that in December. It's part of processing the grief. Like I just want so bad to him to know like didn't you didn't push me down. But for the first time I got a kickback email. It's no longer in use, and I felt sad. Like I felt like even though I no longer want connection, I don't, even though I know what it was, my heart thought that last connection was gone to him. And yeah, and so that's kind of in the book about grieving because it's very convoluted. It's like the heart still hangs on to what was, what it felt like it was. It just remembers the love. It doesn't remember the scam. It doesn't know the difference. And it was actually eye-opening because I'm like, well, first of all, I'm kind of glad it happened now because it kind of cut that time. Maybe it will help me keep, just keep moving forward. So it was just very like, wow, I was not expecting that feeling, So, but it's just, yeah, it's so
It's
hard
a
to
process.
make
It's
people
a
understand.
process. Yeah, it's
The
a
process.
process. It's grieving, not for the person that was harming you, but for the time that you uh, took to
Yeah.
have a relationship, to
Mm,
express your feelings. It's it's time consuming, and at the end, you got nothing, zero in your
yeah.
reply, and it's like all this time, everything, and I don't get what I was looking for. That made you from that moment grieving to be angry because
Hmm.
they took
Yeah. I know.
advantage of your kindness, and
Hmm.
that is the part that a lot of people get mad, or they're even that they know it's a scam talking to you. There are people that don't let go still, and they
I
continue
know. I know. It
building,
breaks my heart.
and my heart is like, how can you continue sending money? He's using you. It's just the time that I put it, I just cannot let it go. And that's hard.
I
It's
know.
very, very
Yeah.
bad.
I absolutely, and I think I put that in the book. I understand why people do keep sending money. For me, I mean, I know that I've been alone a lot in my life. I knew I'd be okay, and I knew it'd be so much more painful for me to keep hanging on. I kept him like I kind of kept him going for a week because I didn't know how to, I needed to wrap my head around it, but I couldn't do it for very long because I'm like, I have to start the healing process. I have to move forward.
And I have
I
to
deserve
ask you a question, Beth. And you don't need to answer. But how much was the amount that you lost?
They stole 26,000 from me,
Ouch.
and which is somewhat low from the people that I've heard. It's not low, I'm not discounting the amount, but a lot of victims I've talked to are like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you know what?
Yeah.
My retirement, I've actually made back more than what was stolen. I like my retirement has built up. I have a couple accounts and I'm like, yes, I made it all back.
Yay, that's good
So,
news.
yeah,
Yes.
that's good
Yeah.
news. So, and I was working with,
Congratulations.
thank you. And I worked with McAfee too. I did a Zoom interview and then they flew out to my house. They said, if you want, we can do an in-person interview. So they came out to my house and filmed my
Cool.
story. And that should be out pretty soon too.
Oh,
So,
good. Let
That
me
is
know so I can
awesome.
spread
Let me
the
know.
spread it.
yes.
Yeah, because 'cause I'll
Yeah, I
post it
will.
everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they've come out with a new scam detection software, I guess, and they're promoting that.
Oh,
So, yeah, so it's
cool.
any chance I can get, I will
Yeah.
do what I can to help.
So, what's on
Mhm.
the agenda now? Your book's out.
I
Um,
yeah, I definitely want to keep promoting it. I would love to do book signings. What I really want to do is I want to travel and I want to do talks and educate people on
yeah.
romance fraud. And I think I have a name for a business.
Cool.
Beth Hyland, the unrequited voice.
I
Does
like
that
it.
make sense? Like it's like
Yeah.
I love the word unrequited, and this is like the biggest, you can't get more unrequited than a romance scam. So,
Yeah.
and then just being the voice for those unrequited hearts that suffer in silence. And then the tagline would be shattering the shame and silence of romance fraud. So that's some ideas that I'm rolling around, but I just
I
really
love
want to
it.
out
That
there.
sounds
Yeah.
great.
I love it.
Base it on the book, base my talks like on the
Yeah.
book. So yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I said this earlier, I'm gonna repeat it again. I always tell everybody, you've been scammed, and now that you know the game, help others. And you have gone well over that and more. And I don't like to use the term I'm so proud of you, but I guess I am proud of you, but I'm so ecstatic
Yeah.
um, that you're taking this negative and turning it into a complete positive. And I'm
Absolutely.
thrilled that you were able to come back. I'm thrilled that we met last fall and you came on here for the first
Sure.
time.
Yes,
And like I
me
say,
me too.
I follow all your stuff on LinkedIn, So, I even did a little video with the book, and I did the picture,
I
and then I
saw
said, "No, I'm
that.
doing a video," and then I tagged you on both. But it's like
Yeah, and I saw it, and that was so sweet, yeah.
I'm goofy, but no, but I am.
Fine.
Well, this is the book I promote every night, but I got to take a picture of the cover and reverse it so when I hold it up, people can actually see it. That's what I have to do for all the signs that I make up. I got to flip them because for some reason on
Oh,
Clapper and TikTok.
smart.
Yeah,
Yes,
so I
it's
just do
happening.
that and I laminate it, and I will definitely be telling everybody about the book. Like I said,
That's
people were
it.
asking last night.
You know
Awesome.
that you can do that in your phone to reverse the picture and make it look like it is normal. I would teach you that later.
Yeah, please do, because
Yeah, there is a way to
when I
do
did
that.
the video, I did it from my
Yeah.
iPad. I didn't do it through the app so that it would show up right. Yes, teach me, Obi-Wan, please.
Please, Obi-Wan.
I'm the only host.
You know, I was just saying the other night because I bought a voice changer and it's just not working for me. I go, I used to be so tech savvy. I go, now I'm not. What's wrong with me?
Getting too advanced, it's just happening too fast.
Yes, yes. Well,
Yes.
Beth, if anything new and exciting happens, please let me know.
Yeah.
We would love to have you back again,
I
you
w
know,
I would love to be
Absolutely.
and
back.
because
Yeah.
I adore you. I'm your biggest fan. I'm also Kathy's biggest fan and
Oh,
Yvette's
she's the
biggest
best.
fan, and I'm everybody's biggest
Anybody,
fan.
anybody that promote and teach other people how to avoid any scam and teach them
Got these
your
pictures on the back.
story. This is not only happened to you, it happened to a lot of people. I'm a two thumbs up with the people that teach other
Yes,
people to don't get a scam because you know what the reality is? It's a lot of people that don't want to talk about it because
I
they're
know.
ashamed, you know. And when us go out there and say, listen, this is what is out there, trying to prevent that they talk to you in camera, that they move around. They, I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of tricks that you can ask them, you know. But with the AI is a little tricky because they're trying to make it real. But if when they're talking to you in video chat, set up, okay, go to over there and
Yeah.
trying to move to see if the person is real. That is one thing. And I'm trying to tell them the red flag. I always teaching and posting things about the red flag, the what to prevent, the voices, because they have most of the people from country 234, Nigeria, and Ghana, they have a particular accent, you know. You can know that they are from there, you know. And
Mhm.
I show them this is what is happening. I show video. I have another group, also for romance scam that we combine together and trying to eliminate those accounts and everything. I mean, I wish
Yeah.
every time we report it, get it banned, but it takes a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And
They're back to cloning my account again on TikTok,
I
and
know,
so
and we've been
I give it to Yvette because her team gets it, and one of them actually messaged one of my, friends on, TikTok, because she sent me a message, a screenshot. She goes, "You" I think it was Ann, "You gotta see this," and everybody knows better,
Yeah.
that's the thing, everybody's wonderful because they're like, "Hey, somebody's pretending to be you again," and they got some of my videos, so,
But
uh,
you
so
Yeah.
guys know that TikTok was banned from Nigeria, right? They
yeah.
still use it with VPN. So they use the VPN to mirror different countries so they can be able to use the TikTok account, even though
Yeah.
it's banned in Nigeria. So
Yeah.
that is something that everybody needs to know.
Ah, yeah. You can't even rely on video chats anymore you have to meet them. You have to meet them
Yeah.
early too. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And when
Beth.
they start
Oh, go
saying,
ahead.
"Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot fly there because my plane got you know, thought, oh, they cancel
Right.
my,
Oh, God.
all the excuses in the world. That don't count. So,
Yes, yes, yes. Beth, thank you so much for taking time out on a Saturday.
Thank you,
I am just
Kathy.
so
Thank
excited
you.
with about you with everything, and Vet and I, we're going to be your biggest supporters here, and I'm going to talk about your book all the time, just like I did somebody else's book a couple years ago. So,
Thank
when
you.
I
I
get my book, I'm
well,
gonna be like a,
thank
well,
I
when I finish reading it, I
yeah.
I will do a fabulous review on Amazon, but I'm also going to do a picture.
Your
we're
picture,
gonna do
yes,
the,
yes.
we're gonna be like a, oh look, and then big review in a.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. I couldn't have done this without all you and Kathy and even like the victims that I've met and advocates, and it's
yeah,
been an incredible support group. Like I've just met so many wonderful people and
yeah.
I feel loved. I feel
We're a big family.
We are
uh,
together. We stick
yes,
together. We need to battle this disease of
have to.
romantic scam.
Yes.
They cannot win. That
No, that's
is
what I say.
my thought.
They
They
cannot,
cannot win.
yeah, they don't get to win. That's what I mean. They let it destroy me. I'm like, they win and they don't get to win. They do not get to win. That's another part of why I did this. It's like, they isolate, they know how to isolate their victims so well. And I'm like, oh no, not anymore. And I went way the other way. And I said, you're not shutting me up anymore.
I
Yeah.
always
You
do
fucked with
this.
the wrong
Oh,
one.
you think you win?
Nope.
This is what you're gonna win.
And as the Spice Girls always say, girl power. Back then when
Absolutely.
that came out, I was like, "Oh, that's cute." Now now it means even more.
Yes.
And I like the Spice Girls.
Too. I do too. My theme song
I
is
grew up
well,
with
it's by
them.
Britney Spears. It's Stronger. That's now my
Yeah,
theme song. Yes. Yes.
sweet,
But
sweet.
Absolutely.
Well, Beth, again, thank you so much, and
thank
I
you,
hope you
Kathy.
sell
Thank
a
you,
ton
Yvette.
of books. A
Yes,
ton.
thank you. Thank you for your support. It's amazing. Yay. You
A
guys are great. I
pleasure.
can't wait to be on your show again.
Oh, you anytime, just message me. If you, hey, I got some stuff I want to talk about. And it doesn't have to be a long interview. If you've just got like
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes, whatever, it doesn't matter. So you're fabulous.
Oh, you guys are too. You're absolutely awesome.
Well,
Love you.
Yvette, once again, thank you for being my co-host. You are the best. You're the co-host with
You
the most
are
hosts. Whatever.
welcome.
And everybody out there in podcast land, thank you for tuning in. I promise we're going to do more regular episodes this year.
Yep.
We just got a little behind. Again, follow my website, pinkladyainst.scammers.com. Follow me on TikTok, Pink Lady Against Scammers. Follow me on Clapper, which is where I do my lives now, and it's Pink Lady Against Scams. My YouTube channel is Patsy3919. I stream live there every night as well. I think that's everything. So everybody take care and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.